the greatest winner of all time in the NBA. Count the rings. You can't count them. Because I had to wear one on my toe. I got 11 of those things. Now, you can talk about NBA GOAT, but these things that I hold in my hand, that's the ultimate goal, is to be a winner. And nobody won more than me. Now, I know people like to talk about the era in which I played in, and that's fine. Let's talk about that. The era I played in produced the most dominant player in NBA history. And no, not this guy. I'm talking this guy. Wilt Chamberlain has records that nobody will ever touch. This guy had a season where he averaged 50 points. In that same season, this guy scored 100 points, 78 points, and 75 points. So you want to talk about eras? I had to fight this monster to win my championships. And in case you're wondering, yeah, Wilt made it up here. He got here about 3 months ago. You know, he had a lot of explaining to do about them 20,000 women. But he made it. And by the way, let me get this subject matter over with. People always bring up the fact that I played with a bunch of Hall of Famers, all-stars. That's true. I have to give you that one. But if you think you can win multiple championships without all-stars and Hall of Famers, you are dreaming. Because using the metric of having all-stars and Hall of Famers, Hakeem Olajuwon is the only player to do it without all-stars and Hall of Famers. Then Hakeem Olajuwon must be the GOAT. Now, I know that this GOAT conversation, some people are very passionate about it. And it's good for barbershop talk. But I can't believe that NBA players allow these guys, these two guys right here, to dictate the GOAT conversation. And these two guys, they're always talking about killer instinct. Well, this guy, his greatness, you don't need no killer instinct to enhance his greatness. Mamba mentality, yeah, I like that. But killer instinct, nah, Chief. Kobe don't need to be pumped up. And certainly not this guy. He don't need no acronyms to be pumped up. This guy was just great. They think they need to say killer instinct. To poke fun at this guy. They want to diminish this guy when they say killer instinct. And what I don't get is NBA players following that lead. You see Magic Johnson? He all smiles. You trying to tell me this guy, if there was such a thing, don't have killer instinct? See, this guy right here, he been full of trickery his whole life. This man says out in public that he believes that Michael Jordan is the GOAT. Now in private, do you actually believe Irvin Magic Johnson? Do you actually think that he believes that anybody walking the face of this earth who played NBA basketball is better than himself? Magic, you need to stop that. You need to stop that. Because we know you think you're the greatest. And by the way, Magic, those of us who go back long enough to know who you are, we know Irvin would say anything. Irvin will say that Michael Jordan is the GOAT. Magic don't believe that at all. So stop with the trickery, Magic. Or this guy. Killer instinct? If there's such a thing, yeah, this guy. Even this guy, all 5'5", Muggsy Bogues, he didn't have killer instinct. 5'5", playing them out among giants. Instinct, courage, killer, whatever you want to call it. Muggsy Bogues had that. Now, listed these other people to say this. Kobe, Michael, they just great. Killer instinct, not needed. So back to these guys. We know why they use killer instinct. It's all to diminish LeBron James. But they forgot one thing. For this man not to have what quote unquote killer instinct, he's left a lot of NBA players dead trying to get out that Eastern Conference. Now that we got that out the way, when you are addressing this man, just call him champ. You don't have to say killer instinct. Just say this. Michael Jordan kicked my. That's all you have to say, Kenny. You don't have to elevate yourself to say Michael Jordan had a killer instinct. Just say he kicked my butt. Oh, and by the way, Mark Jackson, Killer instinct didn't kick your butt. Michael Jordan did that. Oh, and Kenny Anderson, one of my favorite players. Killer instinct didn't kick your butt. Michael Jordan did that. Now, I wouldn't be calling NBA players out like this, but y'all allowed this guy to diminish Mike and Kobe talking about killer instinct. Now, Mike and Kobe kick y'all butts. Not killer instinct. So I'm going to end this video with one of my favorite players, Kevin Garnett. So Wilt gonna have a lot to say about this subject. He over here talking about his 20, 20, 20, 20 game. Nobody's ever done that. So Wilt gonna be speaking to y'all next. Pretty sure he's gonna say he's the GOAT. Who am I to argue with him? That other big fella that get dismissed, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, don't let Stephen A. and Skip Bayless dismiss this man. He's one of the greatest also. So when you want to talk about NBA GOAT, pick a great player, call him your GOAT, but never believe any of the great ones, including Irvin Magic Johnson. Never believe that we don't think we're the GOAT. 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 Better ask somebody. GOAT. 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 Now I show pictures of all of these players. Great players. They have been mentioned in conversation of being the greatest player on the planet at some point. And if you think that Skip Bayless and Stephen A. Smith can look at all these great players and pick out just one, then you don't know basketball. Take it from the greatest winner of all time, Bill Russell. That's undisputed. Celebrate all of these great players. You're gonna miss when they go.